This afternoon I'm going to talk to you a little bit about where marketing year prices have moved over time. I've been doing this update once a month when the official data comes out from USDA. The most recent data we have is basically through the end of May for most of our crops. Again, why this matters is the marketing year price is used to determine whether there's going to be payments for either agriculture risk coverage ARC or price loss coverage PLC. So this first chart I'm going to talk to you about is basically rice, and I've gone through this a number of times, but I'm just going to give you a refresher. With rice and peanuts, the marketing year is August through July, and as you recall, the pale blue part of it is the 2008. It says at the bottom of the table 2008 to 12 average marketings for each of those months. And what that means is we don't, until the very end of the marketing year, we don't know exactly how much was marketed each year, but this is what happened over that time period, and it's used as a gauge, and we're going to talk about how good a job that does or how bad a job that does in a few minutes. But basically we have to have a guess at what the percentage marketings are going to be done throughout the marketing year. And then the gray is the actual prices as reported by USDA. The yellow, again, June and July are not reported yet. When they're finished, they'll be gray, and there won't be an estimate on prices anymore. It'll be pretty well set. But for now, on rice, it looks like prices are pretty low, and so we put in the yellow kind of the last, somewhere around the last month's actual price for rice. If you look at, and peanuts as well, if you look at corn and grain sorghum and soybeans and sunflowers, there's another table, and their marketing year goes September through August. Again, we were about three months away from being through with that marketing year. And what's important about it is once the marketing year finishes, then they're going to determine if there's going to be payments that would be made somewhere around October. And for a number of crops, we're going to have payments. There's no question about it. But that's kind of the methodology we've used, and I'm going to show you how the averages look. Now, the next table is barley, oats, and wheat, and those marketing years have finished. It's June through May. We don't have any yellow on the table, so those are all official prices. The only thing that we don't know for sure was the weights, and I'm going to show you just in about 2 seconds that the weights we used here, which is that 2008 to 12 average as reported by USDA, is actually fairly close. So let's look at how prices look. Our estimated marketing year average price in that blue rectangle there, basically for rice, is about $11.37 for medium grain in the central part of the United States. Long grain rice is $11.10, which is very low. Peanuts is low relative to historical averages. As you look through, 363 on corn is a little bit below the trigger on the price loss coverage. And down at the bottom, I have some in a little bit different color blue background, barley, oats, and wheat. Those are the ones that were finished. And our estimate, based off these weights that we weren't sure if they were exactly right or not, was 549. If you look at the very far right, the actual currently marketing year average price estimate by USDA is 552. So we were really pretty close with those marketing year weights. So I feel fairly comfortable we're going to be in the ballpark with all these. Again, oats was really close, and wheat we had 492 based on those average weights versus 489. 489 is going to trigger a little bit higher payment. So when you look at the reference prices on price loss coverage, again, I do this every time, but ARC, it's a revenue product, so if prices fall but yields are high, it offsets and there's no payment. So we really can't say too much about what's going to happen with ARC. But with respect to price loss coverage, the potential payment in the very last column, there's significant payments in long grain rice for our producers of about $2.90 per hundredweight estimated. That's very significant. 7 cents a pound on peanuts is very significant. And wheat it turns out to be a little bit higher than we had, 58 cents. Instead, it's going to be 3 cents higher than that. So it'd be about 61-cent payment if a producer had chosen price loss coverage. So we do this chart every month. We update it. We stick it on the front of our website, www.afpc.tmu.edu. If you want to put your own weights in there, you can do that, or if you want to put different guesses at how the marketing year is going to finish up. But again, as we're trending towards low prices, there will be payments for price loss coverage for sure for wheat. We know that, and for oats. Sorry, but future prices and future videos, I'm going to talk about what it looks like for next year. Next year, what do I mean? The crop that's in the ground or been harvested right now. As we go across the state, looks like there's going to be low prices again for most crops, and there's going to be even higher payments going forward. So until next time, thank you very much.